Next up, the high-low pass effect. What the high-low pass effect is going to do is either cut out the low frequencies, like the bass frequencies, or at least reduce them and let the high frequencies pass through. That's called the high pass effect. I think the terminology here is a little bit confusing. Nevertheless, that's what they've chosen to call these things. This isn't an After Effects thing, by the way. This is just the whole audio world. A high pass effect lets high frequencies pass through, and a low pass kind of filters out the high frequencies and lets low bass tones pass through. Let me select my timeline panel first. So basically we have a high-pitched synthesizer and some low-pitched bass and drums. So when I add this effect, apply this effect to this audio layer, the default is for a high pass, meaning that's going to let high frequencies pass through and it's going to filter out low frequencies. So let's hear what that sounds like. Pretty much ate away a lot of our drums and bass, and all that's pretty much left is that hi-hat. We change what tones get cut out by the cutoff frequency value. If I were to increase this value, it would cut off even more of the low tones. So only tones above the 8400 range would be kept in. Let's preview that again. Okay, so that's pretty weak sounding, not too much. If I took this down below the default, maybe to 1500, 1700, somewhere around there, then we'd get a little bit more of our bass back. I'm going to go ahead and reset the effect. I'm going to take the filter options to low pass, which again will do the opposite. It will allow the low tones, the deep bass tones, to pass through, and it will cut out the high tones. Let's hear what that sounds like. So very, very bassy and thick. And of course, we could do the same thing where we lower this quite a bit, make it even more beefy. So basically, that's what this effect does. One of the things that can really help with high or low pass, one of the reasons it's used a lot in the audio world, is because let's say you record something, maybe you're out in the field and you're interviewing somebody, and maybe there's like a low hum of an airport or some kind of fan or something. Oftentimes you can use high and low pass to get rid of those frequencies. Now, there does have to be a little magic in the air for that to work because a lot of times fans or other things might be the same frequency range as a voice. But a lot of times you get a low hum and things like that. And with a high-low pass, it's pretty easy to cut out or at least to drastically reduce the ugliness of it with high-low pass.